All right. Well, hey, team. It is Monday night. It is November 25th. It is the Monday before Thanksgiving. So I am glad you're here. It is just me. Meg is actually on a cruise with her family this week. So she's off doing that. And I really wanted to have this meeting because I had the opportunity to attend. The team transformation meeting, which is once a month with corporate, and they really released a lot of great info. So I thought whoever's here will be together and we'll go through it. I got the slides that they used, and hopefully have enough time that in an environment that we can ask questions as well. So we will do the watch party after. They're doing being thankful for health. And I put the link in the comments. So if you'll register, if you're on camera tonight, go ahead and register. We're going to do a weekly prize. And then I told you for the month of December, it's going to be a bigger prize at the end of the month, and one that every time you come, your name will come in and you register, your name will be in the drawing for the next time. So, all right. Any questions about the best offer of the year that we covered last week, or which is available till December 15th, or any questions about Fat Burn Blitz that we're starting on Monday? No? All right, you guys are easy. You're not seeing the link? It's the very first thing in the chat. Do you see it? Anybody else see the, let me see if I can pop it again. Let's see if this works. Try that. All right. You guys don't let me run out of time because I want to make sure I do that drawing at the end. So I'm flying solo over here with all the navigation. So, all right. Well, good job. A lot of guys, we brought on a lot of new clients this month. Congratulations to those. I see Linda's on. Linda just earned the client support bonus for 2 new clients. So congratulations. Do you want to like maybe pop off, Linda, and let us know where those clients came from?
Yeah, they were really just people that I followed up with. It's that simple. People I've been talking to over time that were somewhat interested. Now is not the right time. And I just said, hey, we got this, this great deal going on right now. If you're thinking about it, now's the best time to do it. So
Perfect. The power of follow-up. So very good. Well, that's a kind of a note to all of us, is maybe go through your notes of who have you talked to before and circle back with them. So all right, well, let's get right to it. So when I was at Sundance, which was the Advanced Leadership Conference, they had this whole room set up as like a future Optavia house. And it was things that they are planning over the next 3 years. And really, really emphasized the fact that the goal is to make Optavia a household name, and that it would be, not just in your kitchen, but all over the house. And so it was pretty cool, the different things, but they had a couple things, they called them Easter eggs, and they wanted to see if we noticed them, and then they're starting to reveal what some of those are. So let me just see if I can change this for a second. Okay. All right. Can you guys see my screen? That is it's got looks like a podcast. Do you see that?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So this was set up in a corner, and we actually just thought it was like a photo opportunity. But what we realized, what they shared with us, is that they are continuing to work on Optavia University, which is our education platform. So, they've already done a learning module on the medically supported weight loss. They've done one on the programs and the different programs that we have. And if you haven't taken those yet, I highly encourage you to do that. We've got 2 new ones coming out, but they are going to add, as part of Optavia University, a new podcast. It's going to happen twice a month. But what was really cool was they revealed this in the meeting, that they have partnered with Bob Heilig. So Bob Heilig is going to be working with us in Optavia, doing Optavia specific trainings, and they've worked with a whole committee of individuals. You can kind of see some of the names on the screen are the people that they're familiar with Bob. Bob works with them. So we're going to be collaborating on that. So it's going to be 2 episodes per month, with the first one happening mid-December. So who's excited about that? Yeah, they're paying Bob, so they're really investing. I'm assuming they're paying Bob, but they're investing in an industry expert. If you don't know who Bob Heilig is, he is not within Optavia. He is a network marketing, direct sales expert. So that's exciting. So, all right, couple things I just got to page through because I wouldn't mean a thing to you. Bear with me. Uh-oh. Okay. So they are, a lot of things are rolled out from Optavia. And I just want to share this because I want you to know that a lot of research goes into anything new that's rolled out, and it's done in collaboration with field leaders. So they call them focus groups. I think they actually call them work groups. And so the couple of things that are being worked on right now, there is I shared about it before, the possibility of replacing the Premier program with a membership program. So for example, my friend Sel Shackley, I was just buying some stuff from her. I had the opportunity to become a member. And if I do, I get certain discounts as a result of it. So they are piloting that. There are a large group of coaches that are, there's 2 pages of this that are actually piloting it right now. So as they're bringing on new clients, they're putting them into this membership system. So they're testing it out to see what they think. So that's kind of cool. There is also a whole women's health work group. So they have some things in the works in terms of like vitamins for menopause women, things like that. So there's a whole women's health group, which I think is phenomenal. And then we'll come back to this. There's a whole nother group on Ignite Impact. And Ignite Impact is what is replacing convention. So these will be 2 events a year. The first one is January 18th. We're going to come back and talk about that a little bit more. The second one will be in July, and which is like convention timeframe. So these are going to be very high level, studio quality Optavia events with top leaders speaking, recognition, all of that. So this is just like the committee that is working with them for the one in January. And we're going to come back to this. But I like it because it's not like they're just going to come and deliver something that may or may not be valuable. They're really working with leaders of large organizations to bring what would be very, very valuable. So if you haven't marked your calendar for January 18th, you will want to mark your calendar. That's a Saturday. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so the next is Optavia Ascend. So Optavia Ascend are new products that are being released in December, and I'll give you the dates in a second. And these are high quality, very nutrient dense items that are designed to be used for the GLP-1 program. So people who are on the weight loss drugs, what they're finding in their studies is that individuals that with the medication, they don't have as much appetite. So what they're doing is giving them fuelings that have more protein in them, more calories, more fiber. And then what they've actually done is taken out the vitamins and minerals to give them a better taste. And then selling separate supplemental vitamins. That's going to be an option for us as well. And then these fuelings are also going to be used as part of the new transition and optimization plan. And the new transition plan is completely replacing what is currently in place when you wean people off the 5-in-1 or the 5-in-1 active programs. So, so for somebody who is doing the GLP-1 program, so you have somebody come in, they are doing weight loss medications, whether you refer them and they work with LifeMD or they've come on their own. So basically what's going to happen is they're going to have 3 of these Ascend meals a day. And you may want to do a screenshot or whatever, there will be additional training on this. But there's 20 to 24 grams of protein in each item, 5 to 10 grams of fiber, and then additional calcium in there for bone health. Then they will have what's called a Lean and Green Plus meal. So this is a lean and green meal, but it also incorporates other food groups. So that somebody's going to get a large variety of foods. And by the time this rolls out, they will have at least 20 sample Lean and Green Plus meals in the app that can be used. All right. So that will be clear. We'll be able to understand that better. And then there's going to be the Optavia Ascend Nutrient Pack, which is a very high quality daily vitamin. And then there's an omega-3 supplement that comes with it. And then the new optimization plan, and again, there's training modules for this. What's going to happen with that is we'll be weaning people. It's going to be a 3-week transition plan instead of a 4 to 6 week transition plan. Because one thing they've realized is that we lose people during transition. They're anxious to get to the next step. They're anxious to eat the different food groups, etc. So this will be replaced. And so ultimately it will lead to the optimization plan, which the ultimate optimization plan is somebody's still going to eat that 5 to 6 times a day. 2 of the meals would be these Ascend, higher quality, or higher density is the word I want to use. 2 Lean and Green Plus meals, incorporating different food groups, and then they would get healthy exchanges as well. And so those are things that, like, if they wanted to have a Too Good yogurt or fruit, etc. And the caloric range on this, I think, is like 1,400 to 1,700 calories. So how many of the additional things they add to it will be part of the TEE calculation. So that's a lot of info on that. Any questions? I will answer the best I can based on what I know.
So the one you have on the screen now, Dee, the optimization plan, that's regardless if they were on GLP-1 drugs or not. That's just
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're coming off the 5-in-1 program, or you're coming off 5-in-1 active program, 4 and 2, what happens is we will be moving them through this. So basically what happens is the essential fuelings get pulled away, get replaced with the Ascend fuelings. All right. And then also it includes, so both of these, this would also include the nutrient pack as well, the vitamins for them. Because again, the supplements do not have them in there. So they're given an example. Oh, go ahead. Somebody have a question?
I just have a quick question.
Sure.
On the when they're going to on optimization, they have the Lean and Green meal. It says from every food group, and then on the other slide it mentions dairy and whole grains and all those things, which are also from every food group. So I'm trying to put that together with, you're not just adding to the Lean and Green. The Lean and Green is going to incorporate every food group, but then you also have every food group in that other slide, that third piece.
Correct.
Okay.
And more clarity, I think, as they give us some sample meal plans, that, like, there's one up on the screen right now. So basically, and I think every Lean and Green Plus is not going to necessarily have fruit, dairy, starchy vegetables, grains, everything in it. Your lunch may have, a sweet potato with, or maybe you've got a turkey wrap on a whole grain wrap or something. So you're getting grain there. But then at dinner, you might have a different food group that's with it. All right. And then you still have margin, and that the additional healthy exchanges are going to be based on what your caloric need is. The more higher your caloric need is, the more you're going to be able to incorporate additional things. So basically, this one example they give, there is going to be, and I've tasted it, it's phenomenal, a pancake and waffle mix. Think of Kodiak cake kind of thing, but that kind of thing. So somebody might have the waffles, they've got a little bit of fruit on the side, and they take their vitamins in the morning. Then they might have Greek yogurt as a mid-morning snack. Then they have their Optavia Lean and Green Plus for lunch. So that looks pretty darn good, whatever those tacos are. Then they might have some nuts as a mid-afternoon, have their dinner, and then have a mini meal afterwards. Why they chose to put the tomato soup after dinner, I'm not quite sure. When they have a birthday cake bar and a decadent brownie bar. But that's to give you kind of the example of what it will look like with it.
Okay.
A lot of people have been asking about pricing for the Ascend products. So the Ascend products come 10 in a box. So our current servings are 7. These come 10 in a box. And so it's $39.95 for the box of them. And then the CV, which is your commissionable value, it's indexed the same way that the essential fuelings are. So your commissionable value is $38.23. But here's what's really great, you guys. The qualifying volume, which this is the volume that's applied, when you have your FQV, that helps you towards your rank. Because these products are new and they do want us to promote them and endorse them and adapt it, they're actually giving us higher FQV on these products than what the sale price is of them. So that is definitely an advantage of learning this and actually incorporating it in the way that the company is moving. And then the vitamins, that's the $48.95. Commissionable value is $46.85. But then your frontline qualifying volume would be $50 on it. So very, very generous there. I'm not sure if it says it here. Yeah. So here's an example. If somebody is on the GLP-1 medication and they're doing the plan, their first order, it includes a 20% discount, it doesn't include the books, but it's $326.80. So it's very, very cost effective. I think that came out to $10.89 a day for their nutrition. So very, very economical. That's all of their meals there, except for their Lean and Green Plus. So Anne, I see you have your hand up.
Yes, hi, thank you, Dee.
Yeah.
I was asked by somebody today who had been in Optavia before and is now, finding out a little bit about the Ascend line, if they are also soy protein based or if they're other protein based.
So I just saw that we just got the product claims list. All of them except for the pancake mix are gluten-free, which is good because we hear a lot that want gluten-free. Many of them are, well, I should say some of them are soy-free. The shakes are soy-free and a few of the other things, but the bars, the crunchers, they do have soy in them.
Okay, thank you. And then I'm also wondering, for people who are already using the whey protein and, probably people on optimization, how will this kind of work together with the Ascend line?
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be a question to be asked because we've got the Optavia Active, which can be a whole bundle if you're working with a certain population of active individuals. I really think we're going to have to compare I can't think of the right word for it, the macros, whatever, to see. I think it's probably going to be interchangeable between the two.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so that is that. And then for the optimization plan, if somebody was full on optimization, this is what and embraced it all, use the aminos, the vitamins, this is what their monthly would be. And really the idea is to help people who have busy lives and incorporate them in so that they have that they're connected to this community. We know the longer that somebody stays connected in the community, working with their coach, et cetera, the more successful they are, less likely to deviate. So that was a big reason for creating this optimization plan, as well as that we're really trying to, we're really trying to keep people engaged and connected with high quality nutrition so that they will sustain their results. Okay. That's that. Okay, so mark your calendar. Optavia is going to do on December 5th, everything is available to us as coaches to try. So, or to purchase. So they're going to do a call at 8 p.m. that night. So go ahead and mark your calendar for that, to go over everything with it, in terms of, everything you need to know, where to find it on the website, everything it lists there. Okay. Where to find more training. So December 5th, 8 p.m. That is next week. Next week, you guys. Crazy. So this is all going to be available for rollout, to like December 5th for us, December 26th for clients. So you can screenshot this, but just know that they are, yeah, Optavia has got their roadmap of how this is going to be rolled out. How are they going to promote? How are they going to roll? So don't miss the coach pre-launch event, and get yours ordered so that you can experience it. But that's also when the new modules will be released for coaches. Right now, I just took mine this weekend. They have them out for the leadership team, and they're very, very good, very thorough. I feel so comfortable with this as just by going through it. But they will provide more details. So the coach marketing materials, all that will be available, training modules available, announcements. And then the client launch, December 26th, that's when more stuff will happen. It'll show up on the website. Paid advertising begins for it. And then on January 18th, which is the Ignite event we talked about that Saturday, that coach experience, you'll get to see more of the strategic plan for all of this. And then they've also got a paid marketing campaign outside of Optavia that's going to be launched as well as shareable videos. So they are really going, this is, in all my years of Optavia, I've never seen this kind of depth of what they're doing for us, with training and communication and marketing. Questions?
I really appreciate having all this information. I find, for me, it's really helpful.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power. You know, the company is evolving and adapting to the marketplace. It's required. And so therefore us as coaches are having to adapt and evolve. So I think the more information we have, we want to be able to learn, absorb in small amounts, and then not get paralyzed by it, right? Because the ability to help so many people is there. So good. I'm glad it is. And that was important to me to be able to roll it out as well. All right. So they're doing some promotions. If the top 3 teams within Optavia that adopt this and start selling it, you know, ordering it yourself, selling it, et cetera. So at least 40% of the organization is doing it. The top 3 are going to get a celebration dinner with Nick Johnson. So that's pretty cool. So it's a big deal that they are really wanting us to embrace and evolve. Is just some of the teasers, some of the stuff that's going to be available for us. There's going to also, they're coming up with some new digital tools for us that are going to be released, that are going to include things like meal planning, recipe management to fit their lean and green. It's also going to be similar to this is my understanding, I should give my own disclaimer, but where it says consumable product nutrition info, it's similar to like MyFitnessPal. So if somebody's on maintenance optimization and we've got to monitor their calories, they can scan things as they're eating them to be able to put them in and macro tracking. So we don't have to send people outside, hey, go use MyFitnessPal or something. It's going to be a tool within ours. A new health journey, that's going to be in there as well. If they are using a smartwatch of some kind or some kind of smart tool on their phone, a health app, anything that connects, you'll be able to connect to that. And then it'll connect to the website to give information there as well. So that's pretty nifty. I haven't had a chance to see what that looks like. And then also, if a client opts in, there'll be the opportunity that you can actually view their stuff as well. So let's say somebody's tracking and they're like, I keep going over. Well, if they'll let you opt in to see, you can actually from like your device be able to see their information. So that's pretty sweet. And so I guess this is kind of an example of what it looks like where you could fill them in. So we'll learn more about all this. Tips, health journey, things like that. Oh, I see. See this where it says on the left, coach data sharing. It says what you can share with them. So that's pretty cool. So very interactive, you know, I get like, you know, there's other companies that are doing stuff that's online as well. So I feel like they're kind of merging the best of what we've got with what some of the needs and desires are of the consumer market. And then the health profile as well. So I guess this will be what it'll look like on the website. Hoping that'll be segregated so our 5-in-1 clients don't buy the cake batter bar. All right, so you might want to take a screenshot of this. This was the how to be proactive, take it step by step. Placing your own order for Ascend when it's available on December 5th. So if you've got an order you typically do on the 1st or 2nd of the month, you may want to do it on the 5th. When this is available, you're going to want to complete your training modules. We are actually going to do, when they become available, we're going to do something within the team with recognition. So as you've done these modules, we'll have a recognition program for that. We're going to do that within our own team. You could start sharing now. You might have seen other teams doing it, that the new product line's coming. Maybe start making a list of people you think this would be good for. They also mentioned this being good, like maybe even moving somebody into the optimization plan, somebody who's been doing 5-in-1-ish, and they're just spinning their wheels. So doing the optimization plan, but at a reduced calorie, like 1,200 calories, you know, give them some new products, more food groups, etc., to be able to, you know, move forward rather than just being in that loop. And then of course we will do team trainings. Screenshot this if you want. There are some sample verbiages, which I'm sure they will cover all of this on December 5th, but here's some sample language. Some talking points. And then I'm going to cover one more thing, you guys, and then we'll do our drawing and let our guests come in for the watch party. The Ignite Impact 2025. So again, I want you to be thinking this is the replacement of convention. And these are opportunities to gather together. So they're really encouraging watch parties to gather in your community, bring coaches together. It is a coach event, but come together with it. There's going to be one in Salt Lake City that we are invited to. It's actually going to be a 2-day coach event with part of it being this virtual and part of it being an in-person, similar to how Kelly went to the Poconos a couple weeks ago. It's going to be something like that. So there'll be a couple of those going on. And in fact, I think if there's a large enough interest, I think that corporate may help subsidize some of those. So there might be one that in an area that would make a lot of sense for maybe even us as a team to go to, you know, to pick one. All right. So that's going to be for January and in July. But just to registration opens on Wednesday, December 11th, and for the transformation team, and then December 12th for everyone. So mark your calendar for that, because remember, this replacement for convention. So there is a fee involved because they will of the technology that they will be using for it. So there's your first option is a $40 registration. It's going to give you live stream access. And then you're going to have 30 days access to watch the replays of all content on demand. Option 2 is $65. So for $15 more, you get all of that. Plus you get a hoodie. And I don't know about you. I got my Optivist sweatshirt on. I love me some swag. So that's quite the deal. Or option 3 is going to be the same, but you get the double it for the like a co-applicant situation, get you 2 hoodies. So that's a lot of fun, but there's a bonus that if you're one of the first 500 coaches to register, you're going to get the lowest rate of $40 and you get the hoodie. So I'm going to recommend, even if you think you're going to be partnering with other coaches, invest that $40. There's really nothing we're having to invest in with our businesses financially. Invest in that so that you have access to the replays, because you know how it is. You might get distracted during the event, or there's something going on. I'm not sure if they'll have breakouts, but that's huge. So that's what I've got with that. Any quick questions before we do our drawing?
So Dee, the July event will also be a virtual online event instead of
Yes.
an in-person convention type?
Yeah, they announced last year at convention that there are no more in-person conventions.
Okay.
Yeah, they're trying this more local, regional. So again, there might be some regional events associated with it as well to give you that opportunity to come together. All right, so give me 1 second to hop over. I should put that song on again real quick. Give me 1 second to get our drawing going. Okay. Hopefully you registered. Okay, not everybody put their name in. Next month, you will definitely want to put your name in, so, because it will be compounding. Share the screen. Can you guys see that, the random name picker?
Not yet.
Not
It's
yet?
spinning. Oh, it's up now.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Laura Flores, look at that girl. Congratulations. All right, be on the lookout for your prize. Okay, well, very good. I'm so glad you guys came this evening. I will post this recording, encourage you to encourage your team to watch it, you know, stay up to speed and mark your calendar for December 5th. So I'm going to stop this recording and we'll go over to the watch party.